Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Retail Insider. Joining me today is Bernard Leblanc, who is President and CEO of Simons. Thanks for joining us today, Bernard.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Now, I understand you're coming to us from the Halifax, beautiful Maritimes. Tell me what you were doing there today.
Well, we had an official launch event this morning with a number of people from the Halifax community. I'm actually here in Studio 21 in the heart of Halifax, a beautiful art gallery that hosted our event this morning. So yes, we had a great opportunity to mingle with the folks from the city and to get a chance to exchange on our new location here at the Halifax Shopping Centre.
So tell us a little bit about that new location. That will be your 17th store, correct?
Indeed, completing our presence now across our great country from coast to coast, sea to sea, and here at the Halifax Shopping Centre, the largest mall in the Maritimes, and an opportunity for us to service obviously the city of Halifax, but more broadly the people from the entire Maritime region. It will be a 56,000 square foot store. We are looking forward to, again, building a unique space, which is part of our signature. The architectural signature is in process right now, but we'll certainly have some links back to the naval heritage of the city and the Maritimes.
Oh, okay, super then. And when's the store scheduled to open?
So still some work to be done. The contractors for the mall are already hard at work doing the base building work. And so we have about a year post base building handover to set up our store, which would put us to early 2024, roughly, is when we'll be opening.
Oh, let's talk a little bit about the Halifax Market. What was appealing to you as a company to enter that market?
Well, we've been looking at the Maritimes and Halifax more specifically for some time, for a few years now. And in fact, the city is one of the fastest growing cities in Canada, highly, very, very dynamic, with a community that is interested in arts and fashion and design and travel. So, you know, a lot of elements that were a real nice tie-in to our philosophy as well, and our link to the arts and to fashion. There's this vitality in this city. People are into the elements, I think, that tie in beautifully to the Simons offering. So we're looking forward to servicing the community here in Halifax and throughout the Maritimes.
Okay, and recently, Bernard, you opened up a location in West Island, Montreal, CF Fairview Point Claire. Tell me how that's going.
Well, it's off to a great start. We're very excited about that location as well. We are privileged to have a loyal following of clients, and the West Island of Montreal was no exception. We've been privileged to have a very strong start, and so far it's been extremely positive. People are showing us a lot of love, I should say, and it's great. We're very, very pleased with the first few months of opening.
So tell me just a little bit about the retail sector right now. Bernard, obviously opening 2 new stores this year. I think the last one you had opened prior was in Ottawa. Was it not a few years back?
Yes, indeed. Well, I had said that to you, the Ottawa, and in fact, I mixed up 2 stores. It was Londonderry was the last one 5 years ago, and Ottawa just prior to that. So I'll take this opportunity to correct myself. Yes, I mean, because of obviously the pandemic and some of the things that the retail industry has gone through over the last few years, we've had to reposition some of our plans. However, at the same time, it's a good opportunity to think things through and have a relook at some of our strategies. Looking forward, we're quite positive on physical retail. I think there's a nice opportunity for us to capture that interest of the customer coming back to our stores. The evolution that we've seen through the pandemic, digital is taking a larger place in the market for sure. But our view is that you need both, really, a strong physical presence combined with a strong digital presence in order to be able to service the customer, regardless of the door of entry, as I often refer to, whether it's a digital door of entry or a physical door of entry. But we'll be there on all fronts. And I think the future is bright for physical retail in Canada, and the opportunity to service our clients in person, be able to bring our brand promise to life. That's really what we're looking forward to in the next few years.
When you're at 17 stores, any thoughts of growing further?
We're still attentive to what's going on in the retail landscape in Canada. Obviously, with 5 stores in Montreal and 3 stores in Quebec City. As we look at markets like Toronto or Vancouver, I've been quite open with various people about our interest to explore what's going on in those markets. They've been good to us to date with our 1 store in each of those locations. We have 3 stores in Alberta. I think that's a good mix for us right now. But certainly Toronto, Vancouver, I think would be places we're keeping an eye on. It needs to be a combination of all of the right elements, really, the right location, the right opportunity, and we'll see how things evolve. And perhaps there'll be some new stores for us. So that, yes, I think there's still some space for Canada, but we'll take our time and we'll do it when the timing's right.
Now, when you're looking for real estate to set up shop from your stores, what are the key things that you look for?
Well, we're trying to look for a nice mix of obviously enough density in terms of the population, an interest for design, for elements of fashion as well, dynamism, vitality in the community. You can see expanding communities, for instance, are things that are good signs for us. Coming back to our current project in Halifax, that was many of the elements that actually were the deciding points, where we saw that a growing city, a dynamic community, a lot of youth as well. There's a presence of multiple learning institutions here in the city. So yeah, it's a combination, really. I think you have to spend some time on the ground speaking to people, getting to know the communities. That's part of who we are as well. It's not just about opening a store. It's often about connecting with the community and being able to make a positive difference.
Yeah. Now, when you look at the company, great heritage, right? Roots going back to 1840. A lot of changes and over the years. What can we expect in the future from Simons?
Continuity, I would say. We're privileged to have ownership, family ownership that is extremely dedicated and engaged in the company, and that give us the tools to be able to invest in the future of the business. It's a unique environment to work in. So as an employee of the company, I can tell you that family connection is something that's very important to us. It's the oldest privately held family business in Canada. So hopefully we can still work to build our presence over the next 180 years. We'll work hard at it, certainly, and make sure that we keep that connection back to the foundations of the company, that family heritage that is strong and that makes us unique and a positive force in the marketplace.
Now, you mentioned the family, and obviously you took over the position there. First non-family member in the history of the company to lead Simons. How's that feel?
It comes with a lot of responsibility. I take on the role with much humility, frankly, and a sense of responsibility to carry on the heritage of the family. I have the privilege to still work very, very closely with Peter Simons, our previous CEO, and his brother Richard, our 2 owners that are still very, very present and very much engaged strategically in the future of the business. So we carry on. I've had the opportunity to work closely with Peter over the last number of years, and really it was the right timing for us to make this shift.
All right, super. One last question I had for you. Everybody talks about branding, right, in companies. So the Simons brand, first of all, what do you think that represents to Canadians? And what would you like it to represent to Canadians?
Right. I think I would tie it back again to the family. There's an element of loyalty. There's an element of commitment that a tie back to the community that is important to us. There's also this desire to serve. Authentic and genuine customer service has been part of the company's heritage over the last 182 years, and it's very much part of our approach today. We seek people that have that authentic desire to serve people, that enjoy engaging with customers, that are really looking to go that extra mile to try and make a positive difference in that customer experience. And that's what we'll work hard at carrying forward into the future generations as we continue to bring this brand to multiple parts of the country. So that's I think that would sum it up.
All right, super. Thanks, Bernard, for joining us today.
I appreciate the opportunity. It was good to speak to you.
All right, super. That was Bernard Leblanc, who is president and CEO of Simons. I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Retail Insider. Thanks for joining us today.